We're talking about knowledge of the future in movies, YouTube channel, Easter Egg Psychic. Alright, in this video I will note several future references to the video games of Japanese developer Nintendo. The references may be present in the 1964 science fiction movie The Time Travelers. Nintendo, known for selling the Super Famicom home video game console in 1983. This was released internationally from 1985 as the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES. The games were hugely popular. Nintendo's original characters and titles included Super Mario Bros. And The Legend of Zelda. The Time Travelers starred Preston Foster, Philip Carey, Mary Anders, Steve Franken, and John Hoyt. I did some videos on the Time Travelers in the past. Many of the key technological concepts later used in the Star Trek TV series and movies can be seen in the Time Travelers. The matter energy transporter, for example, or teleporter, is shown in this film. Alright, so references to Nintendo. First of all, to The Legend of Zelda. This was an action adventure game with role-playing elements and a swords and sorcery fantasy setting. Originally released in Japan in 1986. So to the first game, I believe there is a reference you can see in the opening of the Time Travelers is the main view screen in the scientist's laboratory. Note how it appears as a top-down, three-dimensional, two-dimensional construct. Almost identical to the dungeon levels of Zelda. Then at one point they show the time indicator computer readout of Dr. Erik von Steiner, played by Preston Foster. And in the opening lab scene, he is the gentleman wearing the lab coat in the upper left of the screen. His console is colored green, and it's up against what appears to be a utility closet. The time indicator readout, it looks, for all intents and purposes, like a ruler, an instrument used to measure length. Therein, maybe another Zelda reference. The fantasy world of the game takes place in the land of HYRULE. That's HYRULE. Next, there may be a reference to Super Mario Bros. This has to do with the appearance of the androids. They are the robotic helpers for the survivors of humanity in the future setting of the Time Travelers. The shape of their head, I thought this may resemble the character Birdo, B-I-R-D-O, present in Super Mario Bros. 2. This is released in North America in 1988. A sequel to the original platform game, this features the playable characters of the Plumber Brothers, Mario and Luigi, Toad, and Princess Toadstool.